need to wrap this up before it's dark.
It's on. This one's on. This one's on. Last ditch saloon, so to speak, because Tom's technically out of bounds.
Covered 40 pike today.
There's one. Looking at it. Looking at it. Right, come on, you can destroy everybody. Come on, baby. Come on.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Lure Battle. We are into the penultimate episode already. Last week we saw a battle between Robbie Northman and Paul Danby, which saw Savage Gear's Robbie Northman go into the finals with Ash Costa. Today's episode we'll be finding out who is going to be filling that last place in the finals. So without further ado, let's meet the anglers. Both these anglers are seasoned boat competition anglers, so this could be a very interesting matchup between them. And it's going to be between Westin's Thom Hunt and Wolf Creek Lure's Andy Page. Now, just like in Tom's episode against George Lamb, he was wanting to fish on the same water as the other angler. Unfortunately, Andy wouldn't tell him which water he's going to be on. But fortunately, either Tom knows Andy really well or he's got some sort of psychic abilities, but he did manage to find what water Andy was on and they've ended up on the same venue. So that worked out quite lucky there for Tom. Both anglers were planning on starting at the same time, but it looks like Andy Page has jumped the gun to get to the best spots first. So we'll meet up with Andy Page first and let's see what his plans are.
I'm not ready. Just... It's the start, and Tom wanted to wait at the pontoon, so he left at the same time. I technically didn't agree to that, so we left him. So I knew where to go. I wasn't waiting for him, so he's probably not going to be happy at all. So yeah, we left him at the pontoon. I can hear him coming. He's got a slower boat as well, but that's another thing to talk about later. So yeah, I know where to start. Hopefully these fish are here. As you can see, I'm frantically trying to set up the electronics. I was doing it on the way and driving all over the place. So we need to have a quick look of what's here. And if we can see something, we'll have a go straight away. But here he is. Here's my nemesis. And he's got to stay 50 metres away. So we'll see where he's going. I can hear him talking as well. So hopefully these fish are still here. They were here a week ago. There was all sorts going on. But yeah, and Tom's also said if I can fill my card by 10, he's going to concede. So we'll see what's going on. But he's getting too close already. So I'm going to have to use the cameraman as a judge here. 50 metres! No. 50 metres. Otherwise you're going to get bombarded with all sorts of tungsten. Welcome everybody to what is my second round of the Lure Battle. My name's Andy Page and you would have seen me get through the first round with a really nice pike that I had in that one. I'm taking on Thom Hunt today. Now Tom is my England team colleague. Tom's the England team captain, so he's an incredibly accomplished and very good competition angler. So this is going to be difficult. I really wanted to fish a different venue, but the venue I wanted to fish is completely switched off. So I'm at a venue that you may recognise from before, which is not what we wanted to do, but it's the one that's going at the minute. So plan for the day is to whack out 3 perch as quick as possible and then try and catch 2 pike of any size. It's going to be very difficult to catch big pike on here today. Where the big pike are, is no longer accessible. So I'm afraid it's just filling the card. And if we fill the card, we'll probably end up with about 4 metres 10, which would be good. And if we can get a zander out as well, we'll probably end up with about 4 metres 40, because I think it's 30 centimetres for bone and zander, or something like that. So that is the plan for the day, and let's see what happens. Right guys, it's 8:26, which is totally irrelevant, because we've got to be back by 4, so we've only got 7.5 hours fishing anyway. But this is my first cast, and there's perch out there. Let's see if we can get my first cast and really ram it home. Ooh, that was first cast. It's take 2. What's going on here? It's the morning cuts. Mate, there's perch out there. We're going to get my first cast, Ollie. Second cast, maybe. Are you ready for a live capture? First cast, first proper cast. Right, so we started off on the Ned rig. So I think the first few casts, I've got a good chance of getting one straight away. These perch are looking, so I've got a big bait on a Ned rig. And hopefully they'll see it in this clear water and they'll want to kill it. So there's some fish out there. Just going to drag this back and just hold it for a second or two. Just so I can wake them up really, so they can see it. And these aren't small perch, so when they whack this, they kind of hook themselves really. The problem is there's bream out here as well and all sorts, so it's kind of working out what you're casting at. I'm pretty sure I'm casting out a little pod of perch. Not a pod of little perch. So just going to try different types of retrieves, the first few casts. There'll be something that they want. So sometimes just dragging it and holding it and just catching it with the slack. You get a thump on the paws. Just a little drag. Next cast I will try and do a bit more aggressive movements and see if that works. Just a drag, see if it works to start off with. And this is going to be probably the scene for the day really, a bit boring, but we kind of got a slight issue that we can't go big pike fishing. There's nature reserve restrictions in place now. So we are limited to where we can go, and the big pike seem to be still down the nature reserve areas. There's jacks here though, so what I'm hoping to catch are 3 perch and 2 jacks from this area. It might take 3 or 4 hours, but I think we can do it. And then we may go elsewhere, we may just stay here depending on what's going on. I came here to practice last Thursday and there was a lot going on in this area. There's a lot of coarse fish. There were quite a few little jacks around. A few perch moving in and out. It was just a case of being a bit patient and ringing the changes, and every now and again you get a hit. So I think this is it for the day really. Didn't want to come to this venue if I'm being honest. But the other venue I went to has shut down completely, and I've only fished it once, and that was 3 days ago. And I blanked, which wasn't good. It was very, very difficult. So we've come here to rub shoulders with Mr. Hunt. But we'll keep him at bay. Right, didn't get a tap, which was a little bit worrying. But we'll try a different colour next cast. We'll just keep ringing the changes until something happens. There will be something that they want.
Morning guys, welcome to the lure battle. We're going to start for perch, and I've got a bit of a story to tell because that's my competitor over there. Now, I said right at the beginning, before any of this started, got 2 young kids trying to build a house, really busy job. Said to the guys, I love fishing on the same venues as people just for the competition. I think that is the best competition, and may the best man win. So I drew against George Lamb in the first round, went up to Lancashire, said, mate, you can pick the venue, I'll turn up blind. As long as we're on the same venue, I don't mind. Beat George, got through to the next round, drew against Andy Page. he didn't want to tell me where we were going. By the way, that's a little cast. That's for you, Kev Cox. First cast, 820. Here we go. Let's hopefully we can get 3 nice perch quite quickly, and then the pike are going to be really tricky, really tricky. They've moved into deeper water now, and yeah, if we can get 3 perch pretty quick, that would be quite cool, because I need to spend most of the day trying to catch those other pike. Might even get lucky while I'm perch fishing with a small one, but we'll see. It's a Thursday, I'm looking forward to a good day. I'm out fishing, I'm not in the office. So, as I was saying, I wanted to be on the same venue. Andy, I've messaged Andy, he didn't want to let me know. He was playing silly buggers, but I thought he only really knows how to fish here. So I came here as a guest, and he turned up this morning in the car park, so good guess. I don't mind losing if we're on the same venue. It's competition, may the best man win. So, predictions today. We are hoping for 3 perch. The average is really good. There's a big year class in here, which is like 44, 45, 46. There's loads of peas in a pod. They are bigger. I've had a 50 recently. That was a monster. But yeah, we are 3 perch at 45 or a bit bigger. And God, if I can get 1 pike, I'd be happy. It's going to be deep water pike. It's going to be 40 foot probably. They're coming out the arms, moving into deep water. If I can get 1 vertical or casting, but I need most of the day. I've got to catch some of these perch quite quick.
You're going to go for any bonus points?
If we see a zander, I might have a drop on it, but the zander fishing's really tricky here lately. The stamp will be good. They'll be 65 plus probably. It's been really mild lately. Normally you'd expect loads of frosts by now, but what's the water temp? We are 11.5 degrees, nearly 12 degrees, so that's pretty warm. I'd normally expect it to be under 10 by now. But the perch are fat. Hopefully we'll get into a few. They're mega fish when you can catch them. Like really mint as well. Really mint. Andy's got his first one, so well done, Andy. I've got to admit, he probably is the favourite today. I managed to get 1 practice in, but he won a comp here recently, so fair play. But like I said, it's fishing. Anyone's in with a chance.
Well, it sounds like both anglers have a very similar game plan. Slog it out for those perch, try and catch them quick, and then spend the rest of the day trying to get 1 or 2 pike. Sounds like the pike fishing is going to be very difficult. As Tom just said, Andy has caught his first perch. It looks like his plan to get off the jetty first was just to secure that spot. So let's go back over to Andy and see what he's caught.
I'm not being held ransom by the f***ing comp. I know what's best thing to do, not you lot. Not being funny, I've done it for how long? There was no rules about this.
Good morning, Andy.
You right?
Is there a drama?
There's no
Retaining the fish and not retaining the fish?
There's no drama this said, mate, because there's nothing in the rules about it.
There is, mate. I've written them and I've been very clear about it. So, Andy, please don't be hard on this. The rules are the same for everybody. Everybody has released the fish after it's been caught before they continue to fish. It's a normal rule. It's a competition rule. Don't break it, because it's just going to reflect badly on the whole competition.
No one will see it.
I don't care about this. It's not
Oh, God.
to do it the same. It's the same rule that won't be said. But people moan about it, it's just going to have to be the right thing to do. please play by the rules, Andy. If you don't play by the rules, you have to stop filming because it will reflect badly on you.
Oh, we'll go in.
Everybody else is doing exactly the same. It's not a massive biggie. It's a restriction that everybody's going to have to put up with.
Well, it's irrelevant at the minute because I ain't caught one.
Well, no, it's irrelevant at the moment, but you've been quite clear to Ollie this morning that you're going to retain the fish and carry on fishing. If that's the case,
For 2 or 3 casts.
there's no point carrying on fishing because your fish, if you catch a fish, it will not be counted, it'll be disqualified. So there's just no point doing it.
Unbelievable. Do you know how hard these perch are to catch?
I know what these perch are to catch, Andy, and you've chosen to fish that thing. Everybody's got exactly the same.
They want something big.
So it's a restriction that you're going to have wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you're back in the market or the local tree.
Right, I've got to go. I just lost one.
Okay, please play by the rules, Andy. Ollie will tell me, and it will just be disqualified. So there will be absolutely no point continuing to cast.
The calf's open at 10. I said the calf's open at 10.
So we had that fun here.
Doesn't matter. We're going to go. I need to catch one.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good. You know, as I say, it's a good competition, and the rules are quite clear. So we're happy on that, yeah.
Like I said, I ain't caught one yet.
You just agree with me that you're happy that you understand it.
I've understood that you're English. If that's what you mean, yeah. Let's catch one first and see what happens.
Well, it will be clear what happened. You have to release the fish before you can continue to fish. If you catch another fish after that, you will be disqualified.
Right, I need to go and catch one because we just lost one and I'm a bit gutted. I was not concentrating.
Ollie, pick us up, mate.
Pictures.
Say again, mate.
Say that again, sorry.
Are you happy with the rules?
Yep, I'm clear on the rules.
You're filming all the way through. If he does it, yeah, we'll just, when we come to edit, right, we'll let you swap.
Okay.
Are we filming? Just sit down, mate. Right, so we've got a good one on. This is the second hit I've had. I lost the first one, I wasn't concentrating. This is a good perch. So. Nice thump. And what we've done, we've actually gone bigger, put bigger bait on. I thought this would be the case. First thing in the morning, they want to see something. So it sounds a bit backwards for the few perch anglers out there, but rather than going smaller, I went bigger. And the response is instant. Here we go. Get in. Nice one. Let's just reduce it to some kind of measure. This measure's full just so we get it nice and flat. So there's no... Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Gonna give me 48, Ollie?
48.
Clonker. Look at that. Beauty. 48 centimetres. And what we'll do, we'll put it back this side of the boat so it's nearer Mr. Hunt so he can see it. Get a bit of psychological damage in first. Right, 48 centimetres, let's get it back. Right, 2 more needed. Right, so lots of little rules with this comp. Now I've got to text Dave.
Not sure what to say about that conversation there from Andy, but that is the first fish of the day and it's a massive 48 centimetre perch. That is the biggest perch we've seen in this competition so far. A little bit of a somber mood on his boat today for some reason, but a fish like that, 99.9% of anglers would be jumping up and down with delight. An absolutely amazing fish to catch anytime, but especially in a competition. It's a great fish and it's a great start. I think he is on the right spot there, and hopefully he'll be able to get another couple of perch very quick and then focus on the pike.
Okay, so this was next cast. I didn't think I'd get one. Ollie, bless him, was sorting the lab up because I said we'll never catch another one for another hour, and this took it on the drop. So I'll tell you what I'm a bit anxious about in a minute once I get it in the net, because I don't want to jinx myself. Normally they don't hook, when they're on the drop they don't hook it sometimes very well, and I was worried that was going to come off, but it didn't. So, number 2. Oh, he's ruined our average, look, it's only 44. Happy, buddy?
44, happy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, look, it's got some sores on it, so I don't want to really hold this for too long. It feels really rough. So that first perch was beautiful, and this one's really dodgy. Looks like it's been on, looks like an alcoholic one. But on the drops, that's number 2, 44. But look, it's got all sorts of sores on its tail. Can you see that there? Ugh. It's an old warty one. Right, I don't want to touch this for too long. I'm going to get it back because I don't want to catch its disease. But another one, so watch it waddle down into the depths.
And that's another great perch there for Andy. Next cast after that last one. So he's already got a great score there with just 2 perch. 184 points, so a really good lead there. 1 more perch to fill his card now, and then he can focus on the pike. I can see why he wanted to get off the dock early and get to that spot, because he knew where the perch were. Let's see if he can catch his 3rd one now, and hopefully see some from Thom as well.
On the drop again. This doesn't feel so big. What is this? It doesn't feel like a perch. Is it? I'm starting to fight now. I did hook it a long way out. Yes, perch. Come to Andy. Come to Andy. Yep. Right, that's number 3. Not as big, this one. Babby. Different shoal. Can you give me 43?
43.
Yep. That was interesting. I think that was a different pod than the pod I've been targeting. Took it on the drop. It just shows you the pod I was targeting went really weird. So I was looking for fresh fish and it took it on the drop. So that's a nice clean one, a bit better looking than the last one. So that's our carved field, but I think we'll give it another 2 hours and see if we can get some monsters out. So yeah, 43 I'm afraid. My beauty. Right. So what I'm doing is, I think I've got 2 pods on the go. So I'm rotating between them. Now that last fish took on the drop. I wasn't expecting it, such a subtle take, but it nailed it because the hook was right through the roof of the mouth, and the other one that took on the drop was the same. So they're obviously very aggressive. They want a bait that's moving quite quick. So I'm just going to speed up this Ned rig and not let it pause for so long, because I want them to really attack it. And what I've done, I've changed baits, colours and sizes 4 times until I found the winning formula, and this was instant. As soon as I put this on, I had a hit first cast on it, and then I've realised what they want is a slightly subtle change of colour. And with perch fishing, you've got to keep ringing the changes just to get it right. So, as you can see, I've got it right, because this is number 4. And again, it's on that same pod with the smaller fish, so I think these aren't big enough. Well, that might go 44. I mean, 40 minutes a bit quick. 45? Happy?
45.
Yeah. Pretty instant. So that pod's got, that was a 44, the one before, that was 45, but I want to get slightly bigger ones, being very selfish. Hope that's a nice little shot. Got that? We'll do a nice release. Little bit riled. So the inner fen boy's got going, because Tom's technically out of bounds. There's a line that you just shouldn't be crossing, and he is, and he caught a fish out of bounds. So what I'm going to do is just keep going till the bitter end and smash out as many perch as I feasibly can.
So Tom, I'm getting videos sent to me of you in out-of-bounds areas. I'm gonna say obviously Bradley's making sure you're not in an out-of-bounds area, right? But just obviously be prepared that there is a pictures and videos being sent to me of out-of-bounds. So if you are in out-of-bounds areas, are you in any out-of-bounds areas?
Nope.
No.
No, we haven't been. We haven't been.
We were right on the edge of the buoy line earlier, but we were on the edge. We weren't inside the buoys.
That feels good. That feels very good. That was hell of a hit. This doesn't feel like a perch. This feels a bit trouty. Is it? Or was it a big perch? It's doing weird things. Or was it pike? Real hard hit. A bit different to the others. Feels like it's coming up in the water. Yeah, it's pike. I said, didn't I? I said there's a pike worrying these perch. And it's just hit my... I didn't want it... I've got a rod made up with a little trace on. Just for this scenario. It'll only be a little jack. But there it is. It all counts. So there's lots of these little jacks around this area as well. And I did wonder if that was sitting on this perch. I'll get him in there. And I love it when a plan comes together. Are you going to give me 70, Ol?
I'm going to give you 70.
70? Bit lively, a bit scarred up this one, but that's not bad. That'll do. That's what I was expecting. And get another one of these size or a bit bigger. She'll do. Ready for release? Right, we're just going to get this one back. There we go. Thank you very much, you little scarred beauty. Right, I need one more pike before 10 o'clock. Right, so I'm still employing the same tactic. I'm casting at the two different pods. There's 3 or 4 bigger perch over there, and that was where I caught that pike. They're a bit moody. There's a lot of perch over there, and they keep trying to take the bait on the drop bait. They all flew after it then. I thought I was going to get another whack. It didn't happen. They're probably starting to go off the feed a little bit. This is what will happen. It will get trickier and trickier. And then they'll probably have another go this afternoon, but I should imagine these fish will move. What's really interesting about this area, I mean, it's very transient. And what I mean by that is that these fish perhaps won't be here next week. And when I've been here in the past, they haven't been here. I found them, I think I said on the intro, just before we did the LAS Predator Cup. I came on a practice session. A spot that I had been catching from was devoid, it was completely empty. Spent 3 or 4 hours looking in different parts of the water. This is what you got to do, which a lot of people don't do, which really amazes me. And I came over here, found what I thought looked like perch. First cast I had a bang. Third cast I caught a really big one. And then I left the area because I was practicing for this comp. And then I went pike fishing to practice for that. So that's how I discovered this. And like I said, when I've been here in the past, so I've come here in other comps and things, it's been devoid. The perch haven't been here. So it's quite interesting that they're here at the minute. And no doubt they'll be here for a little while and then they'll be off again. So it's always important when you fish your waters to know that perch don't necessarily stay in the same area. They will move. It's their home at the end of the day. And they know the water far better than we do. So you've always got to keep looking and never ever get comfortable fishing the same areas.
Well, Andy has got off to a great start there. 4 perch and 1 bonus pike already. He's just got 1 more fish to fill his card and he's got 344 points already. An amazing start there. Thom is still without a fish. And just to clarify on Andy's inner femboy moment, I think that's what he called himself. Thom was not out of bounds. He was on the edge of the out of bounds. It was confirmed with his GPS location. So just to clarify, Thom wasn't breaking the rules being out of bounds there. But hopefully we'll see him find some fish soon. So let's get back to Thom now and see how he's getting on.
There's one.
Here we go, first one. Not sure I've hooked it properly actually, but we'll see. It should be on. This is where you've just got to hope that they're bigger than Andy's. strong. Oh, it felt like teeth. I hope this isn't a pike. No, it's a perch. There we go, first one in the net. It's not, it's going to sound strange, but it's not as big as I hoped. 42, cameraman. Happy with that? Pretty happy with that to start with. It's got us off the mark. And what's the time? Been fishing 40 minutes. So first spot was a bit slow. There we go. See you later. Ah, well, we're off the mark. Well done. The old Ned worm strikes again, and he wanted it, which means they might be feeding. So, see if we can get another one. Thought I saw a group of them down there. Go on, this wants to be a bigger one. Right, we need 3 of these, and then we've got to go pike fishing. Yeah, good thinking. God, they're so strong. These clear water perch have got such vivid markings as well. That's a better one. 47. And they're the ones we want. Double points. Look at them, they're just incredible. Take a little look on here as well, right? See these little scratches and scrapes and whatever? It's all because they feed around the mussels. That's why the Ned worm is working so well, because they're feeding looking down. They're not feeding looking up. They're not feeding on bait fish. There's hardly any bait fish around. They're feeding on little invertebrates and crustaceans. That's why they've got all of these little scarry bits around their mouths, because they're attacking crayfish and they're attacking bugs in and around the mussels and the rocks. What a beaut. So that's what we're looking for on the screen. There's definitely some bream mixed in there as well. And the reason I can tell that they're bream is because on the side scan here, on the edge of the screen, those shadows are really big, but there's obviously perch mixed in with them. So in terms of the setup as well, it's really simple. Texas on the line, sliding above. We're in 20 odd foot of water here, so you need like 10 grams to get it down, at least 10 grams, get it down, keep it on the deck. And more importantly, it's got to be tungsten. It's such a hard material that you get so much, with a rod like this as well, you get so much more feedback through the rod. I can actually feel when I've got like, you know, mussels hitting little beds of mussels, and there's the odd little chain down here as well that lays on the bottom. You can feel when you can touch one of those, and sometimes popping it off one of those, and then they snap at it. So, yeah, tungsten's absolutely key. And then the other critical element is your braid. And if you do not have a good quality, minimum 8 strand, I would say. I've got the Westin W10 here, which is 13 strand. The main point is it's got to be as thin as possible, but you still need strength. These fish fight really hard, and you need like good durability. You can hook zander and pike and stuff around here as well. So you've got to have a strong braid, but it's all about thin. If your braid's too thick, people think, oh yeah, oh braid, it's so thin. Even a 30-pound braid is thin. Trust me, in 30 foot of water, you're just not as direct. You're not in contact. You won't feel the small bites, and you just won't put as many fish in the boat. It's just as simple as that.
2 great perch there for Tom to get him off the mark, and he's on 178 points now. Slowly catching Andy up, but some really good information from Tom there. He's a great presenter, and to be honest, I think he should have a TV show, because the way he talks and the way he shows us stuff just makes sense when he says it.
For all the technology in the world, this is thousands and thousands. This is 150 quid, so I'm going to drop it down and actually see what they are. I think there was perch mixed in, or there was a shoal of perch and then a shoal of bream, and this big shoal is here still. Definitely bream, but I want to know if there's some perch mixed in as well. If I catch one on it, that'll be interesting. Here we go. Right, I've hit the bottom. Tighten the braid up a little bit. Wait for it to touch the bottom. This is so cool. See you. Get the SD card out. Put it into the little card reader. Pop it in your phone. See, there's one of the chains. Look at all, they're all muscles. That's why those perch have got scars on their head. Right, as we start to bring it back, we should start seeing, just tighten up. What have we got? Have we got any perch in there, or is it all bream? Oh, bream, bream. Oh, another bream kicking the camera. Oh, bream. Come on, I want to see some perch. Bream. Look at all the muscles on that chain. More bream, bream. Crikey, look how many there are. That is a lot of bream. No perch in there. Let's fast forward that slightly. The next one. Oh my gosh, look at this. Right, are there any perch in there? I can't see any. Looks like all bream to me. No, all bream. There we go. We can have a little move. Don't have to worry about what they are now. So that's pretty cool.
Right, I've seen another pike. So what I'm going to do is set up the rod with the trace on, and I'm going to change tactics and try a cheb rig, because even though we've only been here 50 minutes, I feel they've gone off that big bait. I'm not getting the instant responses now. They're kind of ignoring it. So I've picked up a cheb rig, and I wasn't happy with the hook. It bent. I don't know how that happened. Only slightly, but I'm really anal about this. If I see something slightly wrong, I have to change it. So we're just putting a fresh hook on the cheb rig, and we're going to throw this, because this will work as well. And sometimes just by putting something slightly different on, slightly more delicate setup, they might have it. But like I said, I knew when we first come out here that big was beautiful, and it did work. It's now gone off a little bit, but the pike will still take that big bait. So what we're going to do is, if I see a big pike, a little jack coming to the screen, I'm going to whiz the perch bait out of the way quick, because I don't want to get bitten off, and then we're going to chuck the rig with the trace on. So here's one I prepared earlier. So that is now going to be the setup. So if we can get a second pike before 10 o'clock, we will phone Mr. Hunt and tell them of the good news. So this is going to go off the feed. They're going to go off the feed real quick at some point. There's a pike at the back, but it ignored my bait dropping. They should smack this as well. I've had them on this rig as well. So I'm fishing this a bit quicker with the cheb, just giving it a bit of a momentum, and it will pop up off the lake bed and settle, and the creature bait will just rise up. It takes about 5 seconds, so just by giving it a little bit of movement, letting it settle, and letting the creature bait rise. So it looks like a crawfish in a kind of a tap mode, and they normally whack it real hard. Unless they're bream, which they haven't responded. I'm thinking, they're bream. What are they doing here? Bugger off. There's 1 or 2 pike in the area, and they're messing up the perch. So I want to catch another pike quick, just to get them out of the area. And also we filled the card, so that'd be quite nice to fill the card ASAP. Joking apart with Tom, just be good to fill the card, and then we can concentrate on trying to upgrade. We do get a bonus point for catching zander. The problem is the zander on here have gone a bit weird, and I think if we're going to go zander fishing, we're going to put it's dark, so it might be good zander fishing day today as well, but I don't want to do that just yet. We're in prime spot, we're not going to give the spot away. If we do go zander fishing, I reckon I can nick one out in the last hour. So if we need to get extra points, I think, is it 30 centimetres? Something like that. If we need to do that, we'll do it. Right, that didn't work.
Well, it looks like the fishing has slowed down a little bit there for Andy Page, but he is trying to get that last pike to fill his card early. He really wants Tom to go in at 10 a.m, but it's going to be a challenge. Like they both said earlier, the pike fishing is going to be very, very difficult, so he'll have to have some good luck on his side to get that pike. But he's already got a very strong score. This would have been a winning score in a lot of the other episodes we've seen, so a very good start. Tom's still got lots of space on his card to fill, so let's go back over to Tom now and see how he's getting on, getting that last perch that he needs.
Right, we're 10 o'clock. I was kind of hoping I'd have 3 by now. I got 2, and one of them, I'd like them to all be 45 plus really, and I definitely saw Andy catch 2 quite quickly, and I imagine if he had 3, he'd have gone pike fishing by now. So I've got a couple of other perch spots we can go to, but they take a while to get there. I was hoping to get 3 here, but I think we'll give it a couple more minutes. Quick little look round this corner again, and then yeah, let's go and explore somewhere else. This should fill the card. Well, there we go. At least we got a full card.
Round down.
Oh, down. Okay, 32. Cool. Right, at least we filled the card. Back you go. Right. Never know how valuable those points are going to be. There we go, just got to tease them on. Don't think this is any bigger, but we'll see. No, smaller. 27. Right, let's go pike fishing. Dun dun dun.
I don't know where he's gone. So we have now got a really big area to ourselves. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to move around and try and find a point of pike. So if we can get another pike, The rest of the day we are just going to go fishing and have a bit of fun. So we're on 348, I think, 344. And I think I predicted I could get 410 off the pike and the perch. So if I get another pike, it'll be about 410. And then we've got to work out if we can get a zander. So I think that gives us a bonus of 30. So here today we're going to get about 440, which I think is not a bad scorecard. Do I go to the bit of information that I was given by the trout angler and go on a long drive to go to a different part of the water? It's a bit of a risk because I then leave this open to Tom. And Tom's a really good angler and a very good competition angler, and he'll know if he sees me leave here, he'll come straight in because he knows I'm on him. So we'll see how the day pans out. We have only been fishing an hour and a half, so we've got loads of time. So when we get bored on the boat, we talk a load of crap. Andrew, doing an impersonation. Andrew, there's a certain person that keeps telling me off. Andrew, because I keep ignoring him. Can you guess who he is? Andrew, David. We'll do some more in a minute. I bet James cuts that.
Well, 2 quick perch for Tom. Unfortunately, they weren't big, but he's filled his perch card now. He's on 242 points, so he's got 102 points to catch up to Andy. So quite a bit of a ways to go, but he's got lots of chance to upgrade his card, and he's still got 2 open places for pike as well. It looks like Andy's just having a bit of fun on the boat now. I'm not sure if he's given up fishing or he's just kind of happy with his score, but he only needs 1 more pike, so I suppose he can take it a little bit easier now. So we'll get back to his fishing now and see what his plan is for the last pike.
Right guys, bit of a recap of the morning. It's now 11 o'clock basically. We still haven't had any more. The perch have gone off the feed totally, which I thought would happen, and I'm not seeing any little jacks. I'm just seeing 1 or 2 big bream that are confusing me. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was preparation for these types of things. You've got to be prepared, and I don't just mean in the fishing sense, I mean mentally and physically. So you would have seen at the beginning that we stole a march on our opponents. Tom, bless him, wanted to leave the dock at the same time, basically hold hands to get to the fishing spot. As you could see, I knew where to come. That was not going to happen. And I deployed a tactic that not many people would have thought about. And my tactic was to do with bowel movements. I've got Ollie with me. Ollie goes to the gym. He's, fit specimen. I invited him around last night. I took him out for dinner. I made sure he ate the proper food. So I knew he was going to be regular this morning. As soon as he got up, he was going to go. Bradley, on the other hand, God knows what he ate last night. So I knew Tom had a bit of a handicap, and Bradley had to have a poop when we got here. So we took advantage of the pooping situation, knew he'd be waddling back from the toilets. So we went, and you might see on some of the footage that Tom's shouting at Bradley to hurry up. And Bradley's doing his best to get along the gangway, but I hoped you finished pooping first. But tactics, it's not just about the spot, what baits you're using, what rods and reels. Sometimes you have to deploy other tactics as well. So a sneaky one, but a good one, and it's paid dividends so far. Maybe they've gone back in because Bradley needs to go poop again. Who knows? We'll see at the end.
Poor Bradley, always getting the short end of the stick. If he's not chasing after anglers, he's getting bullied for his bowel movements. But everyone's going to go poop. I'm not sure how Andy could have predicted that unless he's got the same psychic abilities as Tom. But if he says he did, maybe he did, and maybe he used that as a dirty tactic to get out in front. But it definitely did help Andy this morning, as he did get to that spot and he did catch the fish. So it might not be the most ethical tactic, but it works for Andy. It looks like Tom might have had a change of tactics, so let's head over to him now and see what style of fishing is chosen.
Right, it is time to do some pike fishing. We've just gone over one. I've got to find it now. Oh, it's difficult when these pike go deep. It's basically a really slow process of like trying to find them, maneuver the boat, get right over the top of them. If you're casting at them, by the time you've cast, like basically they move around really slowly, and you want a heavy weight and get it down. So I found a big shoal of bream here the other day, and again, where you've got bream, you've sometimes got the perch mixed in. So just having a little mooch around. The thing with these big reservoirs, unless there's anything to really hold them, like a bit of structure, like a tower or anything like that, they tend to roam around a lot, which is makes the fishing a bit tricky sometimes, but it just means you've got to work hard, like searching lots of areas. So that's what we're doing. Looking at it, looking at it. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wait for the rod tip to go. Didn't look like it had enough intent, but he's turned on the bait. Oh, he's following it. Turned on it. Oh, gets the heart going. Gets the heart going. Big fish that is as well. I'm going to chuck a different bait over. He's coming to look at the mouse now. No, it's really big fish. Mid 20, I'd reckon. Really big fish that. Right, there's one on the floor down there. There's the lure, there's the pike, but it's a good fish too. Put the bait on the bottom for a minute. No, window shopping is what we call it. They are window shopping. But if we cover, got to think about it like a ratio. If we can cover 15 or 20 pike, I only need one to not be window shopping. Who wants to put his credit card in the machine? Right, I've got two right next to each other here, which is a good sign. Because when that happens, you get a lot of competition. Like basically one of them thinks, oh, this one could be on. This one could be on. Go on, John. Go on. Can't stop winding. Right on it. Right up in his half depth, 20 foot in 40 foot of water there. Thought he was going to have that. Right. This little shad tease slim. It's a hell of a job when you get a bite on these. This is like a 40 gram rod. About 6 pike on the screen here. Come on, come on. Just need one of you to have a nibble. Just a nibble. That's what we want. Oh, this one could be on. This one's on. This one's on. This one's on. Go on. Mate, you might be able to see this one in a sec. Oh, he's like there. I'm in 44 foot of water. He's going back down there. Oh, jeez, I thought that one was on. He had a bit of intent. Right, just got to try and find the right bait. It might not be the right bait just now. Let's try something a bit different. Shad Tease 12. Something a bit more natural. Oh, it's so exciting though. See, this is why I don't mind losing to Andy today. I just wanted to be on the same venue, because then it's a competition. Then we've got the same conditions, we're on the same venue. That's the reason that the final is going to be, I don't know where it is, but it's where we're all going to be together, if I can get through, obviously, but everyone's going to be on the same venue, you know, which I really like. Proper competition then. No, he drifted off. Right, so we've got a bait ball right underneath us. We're in 44 foot of water and there's a pike over there. Now, any time he's close to the bait, he could be in with a shout. They might be feeding. Yep, gotcha. Oh, he's off! No! Oh, tiny little. Oh, we're only going to get like 2 bites today as well. That was one. No, that's very, very upsetting. Oh, I didn't feel the hook though. I wonder if he'll. So, what did I say about being around the bait as well? Man. Oh, gets the heart going. Oh man, I needed that one to stick. Didn't strike into it properly. Wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Come on, numbers game. Keep your focus, Tom. Keep your focus. Keep your focus.
That was incredibly intense watching Thom hunt there. All the pike following but not biting. You could tell he was really in the competition zone there, hardly daring to breathe while watching those pike. It must really be frustrating to see so many fish but not able to get them to bite.
Are you filming? I'd stop before I was doing a bit of a waz. Oh, it's 12:30. We're waiting for the call from Mr. Greenland. So there's no point casting, and we're back where we started. This is very boring fishing. I think I did explain earlier, you do need your hot chocolate and your duvet. I basically don't know where else to go apart from 1 or 2 spots that are a long way away, and I'm just hoping that this develops this afternoon. I've got a sneaking suspicion 1 or 2 jacks will just move into the area, and we just need to pick one off so we can fill the card. So filling the card is the only priority now. It's probably going to be the best time's probably going to be the last hour. So we're just going to bore them out, wait for Dave to phone, have a little chat, see what Tom's caught. What do you reckon he's caught? I saw him catch one earlier. It was debatable whether it was a legal capture. I'm not going to say any more. He may have had 2 or 3, I don't know. I think he'd have done well to beat our perch card. That's what I'm thinking. I think we've got a good perch card. Obviously our pike card's pants, but if we can get one more, I'll be happy. If we can end up with 410, I'll be happy with that, and then maybe try and scramble a zander out the last half hour, but we'll see. But yeah, just waiting for Dave. Come on, David. Give us a call, David.
Yeah, your fish that you've had, your
Yeah.
scorecard that I sent to you.
Okay, yeah, I've had 3 perch, 32, 42 and 47.
And your score is, Tom?
Add them together and double it.
Right, your score, Tom, is 242 in total.
Yeah.
All right. Any pike?
No, lost one, but
Top water?
no.
Right, okay, so that's you. You've got 3 perch. Andy, how are you getting on?
Oh, we're struggling. We've had how what have we had? We've had, I think we had a 44, 45 and a 48. And a 70 centimetre pike. And I have no idea what that is.
You are on 344. Sir.
Okay, cool. And I don't know where we are either, and I haven't seen Tom at all today.
No?
No.
You can't wave to each other?
No, I left ages ago.
Yeah, he got bored of
I was hurling abuse at him.
Happy days. All right. Happy with how you're getting on the pair of you. Well done. Keep it up. It's still obviously very, very close. And I gather the pair of you are going to be finishing early because you need to be off at 4 o'clock, don't you? Or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that?
it's 4, isn't it, Andy?
No, it's not. It's 1:45.
It's. So I thought you said 4:45 there.
Yeah, imagine that. You'd be like that. What?
No, it's mate. It's 1:45. You got to start packing up and heading in now, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Happy days.
All right.
Enjoy your afternoon.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a hot.
I'll speak to you both later on. All right.
See you later.
See
Good
you
luck.
later.
Good luck. Bye bye.
Good
Bye
luck.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I knew he would struggle to beat our perch card. We do need another pike just to get that final nail in there. I think if we get another pike, we've done it. It's going to be difficult this afternoon. It feels really dead, as in the whole place has gone. So we'll see.
Oh, he's had a pike and he's had 3 good perch. So we've got 2 good perch, but that pike's going to cost us, I reckon. That would have been a metre fish. Right, we need 1 metre plus pike and then 1 bigger perch to give ourselves a chance. Anything's possible. Still got about 3 hours left. I'd feel much better if that pike had stuck, but oh Jesus, I've got 3 pike right on the screen, all next to each other. You'd think one of them would have a go.
Well, Andy looked very confident after that phone report that he's got this in the bag, and he does have a very strong lead. But Tom does just need 1 pike over 102 centimetres to go into the lead now, so it is still a very close competition. Tom's got lots of space on his card for upgrades. Andy's still got 1 missing fish, so it's still anyone's game at this point.
I'll try anything to get a bite. Oh my God, it's right on his frickin' nose. Can't get a single twitch out of him now. We had quite a few follows earlier. Cannot get a single reaction now. Jeez, can't even get that one to move. Oh no, go on. There's another one coming up. That's the first follow I've had in ages. Lifted him off the deck. Oh, he's gone back down. Oh Christ, I was trying to bot one on the nose and a different one came up. That was the first bit of action for ages. They just swim the wrong way. They're just... this is the... There's probably a few of you at home thinking, oh, why don't you just go out, stop looking at the screens, you know, go out casting. And The answer is because I've covered 40 pike today. There's no way on earth if I just went blind casting I'd cover 40 pike, and I'd definitely not be able to see their reactions. So yeah, this is a tool that is super useful, but yeah, if they were shallower, if they were in 20 foot and over a bit of weed, I think you guys would probably be right. That was a foul-looked bream. Let's go and have a little look in that play.
Tom's still struggling away to get those pike. It really shows that competition spirit in him with how hard he's trying to fish. A lot of people would have started slowing down and relaxing, but Tom's still on the ball. He's still giving it 100% to try and get these pike caught. So it's really great to see how a true competition angler fishes in these sort of situations. Let's go back to Andy now and see if he's managed to move off that first spot yet, or if he's still holding on to it.
I cannot find... I'm finding loads and loads and loads of baitfish, but I cannot for the life of me find any pike. We've had one. I know they like it in here because I've had them small ones recently, but you can normally see them on the scope. You can normally see them like just suspended, they're hanging off the bait fish. You can see them kind of worrying the perch, and I can't see them. It feels really dead, like doldrums. And I've even tried casting at perch again. I can't get. They'll follow for a short period of time, but they won't take the bait. It just feels like everything's shut down. So I think all we can do is persevere. I think these fish are hard on the bottom. That's what's making them very difficult to see. Hoping we get a little spell where they start to move. The wind feels like it's getting up a little bit, which might help. And as we get into the last, I don't know, hour, we might get a short feeding spell. But I can't. There's no point me prospecting and drifting and casting shallow baits because it's so cold. It feels so negative. I don't think these jacks are going to respond. I think they want to be lazy and pick something off the bottom. That's what I think. And to do that, I need to see them. I think I'm going to have a sandwich. Drink of water. We could even go zander fishing, I suppose, but they frustrate me as well. We need a pike. One little pike will give us about another 70 centimetres, which would be good. Should we sunbathe? Should we have a sing-song, Ollie? Yeah. Kumbaya. Don't put this on this thing at all. Can we go? Can we go home, please? You filming again? This is going to be an episode of mayhem for 20 minutes and then 20 minutes of utter me spouting utter crap. We've got 2 hours. We need something to happen. Do we go to the minge? What do you reckon, Ollie? Do we minge it? Go and minge it. Oh, if we go to the minge, we ain't coming back. I just need one little jack pike. Right, dynamite. Oh, man alive. Alright, should we risk it? Let's go to the tower. Let's get there. Right, we've taken a gamble. We've had a long drive down here, wasted loads of time. One of the trouties told me that he was catching pike off here. I've seen something deep off this structure. Couldn't tell you if it's pike or zander. Oh, they're starting to look like trout now as well, which is not good. We are literally going to give it 5 minutes because we haven't got any time at all. We just need one little jack, but oh, these look like trout now. What is going on? So we are in last ditch saloon, so to speak. And I need to get a pike. It goes over there. Feels cold now, mate. These look like little zander, but they're not taking it. I don't know why. Put on a really small 7cm bait just to try and get a take. That's not working either. Right, we've literally got about 10 minutes left before we need to start heading back, and we're scrambling around to sort of try and catch a jack. So I tried in the deeper water, and I think they were just, they were definitely, they look like small zander. I couldn't get them to respond though, it was very strange. They kept following the baits. It didn't really matter what baits I chucked at them, they wanted to have a look, but they weren't having a go. I was hoping there would be one or two like small pike off that tower, but there was nothing. So, last hurrah, we're just coming in here. Sometimes if you run along the bank here, there's some fish, but I think it's the wrong time of year. So I think I've not seen anything. I think we're going to struggle. But we'll have a look.
Just can't get them interested today. Oh, it's a real shame. We've covered some massive. It's always a bit of a gamble doing this deep water piking. Maybe if you spent the whole day in sort of 20 foot on the edge of the weed bed, you might still get the odd like small jack and stuff. But definitely been in the right area. I've covered loads of big fish today, but I did think to myself when I missed that bite, that might have been the only one, and I think I was right. Thing is, I've had 2 bites in practice and they've both been over 20 pound. I'm pretty sure that would have been as well. But that's the gamble we take. Right, I think we're heading in now.
Yeah, it's close to the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm bored, I've caught them all.
All of them?
Every single last one.
Oh, blimey.
Are you going in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Join you, mate. I've had enough of this.
What a right couple of hunts.
You've got to have a laugh when you're doing this, and we've just been having a bit of banter as we went past just before we fired the engines up. I've just realised we've got a hunt and a hunt in the same boat, and this opens up all sorts of possibilities. So you've got Thom Hunt and Bradley Hunt. You know, Hunt and Hunt, they sound like, I don't know, solicitors or dodgy estate agents. You could even say we've got a pair of hunts. I mean, I can't say that. You know what I'm saying though?
Well, unfortunately, both anglers had incredibly slow fishing in the afternoon. No fish caught after 10 AM, which is very, very slow. An amazing start for Andy Page, a good start for Thom Hunt, but just nothing in the afternoon at all. Not for lack of trying from the anglers, though. We'll go to the final phone report now from Dave so we can get a confirmation on the final scores.
To the pair of you, it appears that you had a really good flying start. So the first hour was absolutely mental for both of you. So, well done on that part. And now I'm sure you've been floating around the pair of you for the last 5 or 6 hours, pulling your hair out.
It's been hard, yeah.
So Tom, so I could just sort of like confirm with you, you've had your free perch, which gives you a scorecard of 242.
Yeah.
And Andy, you've had 3 perch and 1 pike, which gives you a grand total of 344. So congratulations, Andrew.
I've got to do this
You
all
are
again.
through. Well
What's
done,
that?
and you are through
No.
to the final.
Thank you very much, Dave. Appreciate it.
No, well done. Good battle between the pair of you.
Yeah.
So half full. So good effort. So well done, Andy.
And it's
Excellent
all
result,
Bradley's fault.
mate. Yeah, clearly.
Tom lost the battle of the
Continue.
pontoon at the beginning. It's all to do with your fibre.
The curse continues. So no, but well done to the both of you. I'll speak to you both offline. But well done. Good effort. Well
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Bye.
Cheers, Dave.
Done. Bye.
Well,
Well done, Andy, mate. We were on the same venue, which is what I wanted, and I said at the beginning, may the best man win, and fair play. You've done me today, so well done, and good luck in the final.
well, thank you very much. You're going to have to help me now, because we have to do some prep.
Well, I think it's all a secret, isn't it? I don't know where the final is. You
I
don't.
have absolutely no idea, no.
I don't think Dave releases it until like just before, so it's going to be a surprise for everyone.
But even so, I'll be making a phone call. Tom, have you heard of this place before?
Well, yeah, no, it's a brutal day, mate. I've had a bite off a big metre-plus fish today, and it shook off pretty quick, to be fair. And I thought to myself, I said to the camera, I was like, I think that's the only bite I might get today, and I was right. So 6 hours of pike, 1 bite.
I made a mistake. I tried to catch jacks that I don't normally do here.
Yeah,
I should have gone, because actually we could have gone further than I realised. Down the arm.
down the north.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go all the way up to the buoy line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. When I looked at the map, I thought, oh crap, I made a mistake. We should have gone for glory.
Well, yeah, you did it anyway, so fair play, and yeah,
Appreciate
good
that.
luck in the
Thank
final.
you. Thank you very much. It's been good
Nice
fun.
one.
And before we leave, I've grown. Bradley, show everybody. Go on, give it away.
He's on his grassy knoll.
Yeah, I am nearly 6 foot, honestly. Thanks, Tom. That was good.
Nice one. See you
later.
guys.
Congratulations to both anglers. Both of them fished incredibly well on a very tough day. Andy Page did get the biggest score. However, due to circumstances out of our control, Andy is not going to be invited to the finals. So, Tom Hunt, congratulations, you're into the finals now. So there is a change there. I can't really say much more than that, but Tom Hunt is into the finals along with Robbie Northman and Ash Costa. And remember, the finals is going to be filmed at Linear Fisheries, a very exciting opportunity for lure fishing, as lure fishing has not really been allowed at Linear before. It's done pike to £25, regularly does £4 perch, so in the finals they could have a real chance of getting some really good fish on a venue that's not seen many lures before at all. So a great opportunity for them to be lure fishing at Linear Fisheries. There's going to be a slight change to the schedule with the final episode. As you all should know, next weekend is the Big One Fishing Show, and the finals will be shown live on Saturday at around 5 PM on the VIP stage. We'll hopefully be filming some live reactions and the trophy giving, as none of the finalists know who has actually won yet. So that will be shown live on the Saturday at the Big One show. And then for everyone else, it will be on YouTube on Sunday at 6 PM. So make sure you look forward to the finals. If you're at the Big One show, make sure you check out the Lure Live area. That's it for this episode. I'll catch you all next week in the finals.